Trade deficit data was disappointing for sure. In fact, despite the falling rupee, the trade deficit has widened significantly at $130 billion as against $80 billion last year. Let's get in a quick perspective from ET now. Supriya Srinath. Supriya, what's the government saying? Are they going to look at some kind of an incentive package? What's the way out of this?
There is no elbow room that the government has to talk about any fiscal stimulus package at this stage for exporters, and that's something that Rahul Khullar, in his briefing with the press reporters after the trade data did come out, said very categorically. In fact, he's painting a rather grim picture. He's saying for this financial year, the trade gap could stand at $160 billion. 2012 is expected to be a worse year than 2011 was, and he's essentially referring to the calendar year at this stage. But yes, it's a very grim situation because demand hasn't really picked up. In fact, on the contrary, it has contracted in your biggest markets, be it US, Europe, and even the African continent. Demand is contracting, demand is not picking up. Your exchange rate is not helping either, considering inflation in India is very high. Your exports are still very expensive and your imports are cheaper. And add to that the fact that the government really has no fiscal elbow room to help out any exporter. It isn't a happy picture of sorts, and the government isn't looking confident at this stage as far as Indian exports are concerned. A very grim picture being painted by the Commerce Minister.